Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought in today's video, since we are so close to the season of love, that we would talk about some of my favorite makeup products that I think would be wonderful in putting together a Valentine's themed romantic look. I have eyeshadow palettes, I have some blushes, I didn't put any highlighters in here, and I also have a few lip products. Alright, so let's start with blush. I picked out, you know what, I have one highlighter, I think that's the one that I have in here, but I did pick out a pretty decent amount of blushes. The first thing that I pulled out is my Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette. This is Manny MUA's brand. He's a fan of Sailor Moon, which is kind of the inspiration for the packaging. This is one of my favorite blush palettes. You have these beautiful kind of pinky tones in here. This gorgeous mauve kind of a pink tone on the top. This shade right here, which is called Soleil. This is a pink coral, kind of a shimmer, almost a topper blush. You can also use this as a highlighter if you're like more deep skin tone, but this palette would be beautiful for putting together a romantic look. The rest of the ones I pulled out are singles. This one is one of the Be Perfect Scorched blushes. This shade is in Fever. It's a beautiful mauve purple pink. This would be gorgeous for those rich, deep, smoky, romantic looks. It has a slight kind of an iridescent glow to it. Beautiful. I also pulled out this one from Flower Beauty. This is one of their flower pots in Berry More. This is a gorgeous, beautiful berry mauve iridescent pink. It just gives you a really beautiful shift to the cheek. Just absolutely beautiful. Then I pulled out from Undereye one of the flower blushes. Is this the flower blush or is this, I'm sorry, this is the fruit blush. The flower blushes are the luminescent blushes. The fruit blushes are the mattes. This shade is in Sweet Peach. Now I would say it's weird that they call it Sweet Peach because as you can see, it's a pink. It's a very beautiful, matte, soft, kind of a mauve baby pink. Absolutely beautiful. The last two blushes that I pulled out, these are heart-shaped packaging. Obviously perfect for Valentine's Day. This one is from Kimchi Chic Beauty. Kimchi is a Korean drag queen. I love her. This is one of her Thaler blush duos. This one is in Cheeky. And as you can see, it just has two really pretty, just soft tones of pink. This one is a little bit deeper than this side. This is like a really beautiful kind of an everyday soft petal pink. Then you have something a little bit richer over here. This would be pretty for like a soft Valentine's Day look, while this one you can use for like a deeper, you know, more smoky, romantic look. And then the last one that I pulled out is from ColourPop. This was part of their Valentine's Day collection last year. The shade is called Love Me Not. The pan is actually loose, like it's, as you can see, like, see that? It like came completely out. I need to like glue it back in. I did order some of the pieces from the new Valentine's Day collection. Last year I bought the entire collection, but this year I wasn't interested in the full collection. I got two of the blushes, two of the lip creams, and the eyeshadow palette. That's all I got. But this is a beautiful, rich, deep red. So if you're wanting to go with a rich red, you know, kind of a saucy, you know, foxy, what's the word I'm looking for, fiery themed kind of Valentine's Day look, this is absolutely perfect. It's so pigmented, so saturated with color. Kind of want to go in a light hand, but this is one of my favorite blushes in my collection. Next to orange, red is my favorite. All right, so let's talk about the one highlighter that I picked out, and this is from Fenty Beauty. This is one of the Kilowatts. It is Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. It's just a beautiful kind of a pink coral peach tone. I think both of these shades will look beautiful for any Valentine's romantic look that you want to put together. I do have some other like pinky themed highlighters in there, but this was the one that I really wanted to just kind of talk about. Let's talk about some of the lips that I pulled out, and then we will close with eyeshadow palettes. I picked two of the Cloud Paint liquid lipsticks from Wet n Wild. This shade is called Marsh to my Mallow, and it's just a really pretty, hold on, I'm going to do some swatches. This one's just a really pretty kind of a soft mauve pink right there. And these smell like marshmallow cookies. Just so pretty for just a very soft romantic look. If you want something more on the hot pink side, we have Candy Wasted, and this is a hot pink. It's not like super bright. It's not as bright as I was expecting it to be. It's more along the lines of a soft kind of a fuchsia pink. But yeah, this one is beautiful for if you want more of that intense, just really bright kind of a look. I really love the cloud paint formulas from Wet n Wild. These are just so creamy and comfortable. I'm wearing one right now. I'm actually wearing a combination of these two. This is the look that I put together using that new Wet n Wild Blooming collection. I'll drop a card up here somewhere if you guys want to check that out. And yeah, I just kind of like mix these two together to get the shade that's on my lips right now. I also pulled out one of the new matte lipsticks from Milani. I can't remember what this actual collection is called, but this shade is Secret, and it's just a really beautiful, soft, mauvey kind of a matte pink. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Just very, very soft and muted on the lips. And these matte formulas are absolutely stunning. I'm wanting to get some more. I haven't had a chance to yet. Definitely something from like the new Flora collection. There's some really beautiful, like deep, rich pinks in there. Mauves, berries I'm wanting to try. But this formula overall is just really, really pretty. I also pulled this one out from Holika. It's shaped like a heart. Holika is a K-beauty brand. These are beautiful matte lipsticks. You can find these on Ulta. As you can see, it's shaped like a heart. This is a beautiful red lip that has like just a little bit of an undertone of pink. Just look at that. This formula is just absolutely beautiful. And then the last two lips that I pulled out, these are from Shop Missy, the AOA Studio brand. These are like their new matte cream lipstick formula. Shade is in Charm. Charm is kind of a mauve, very toned. These are very comfortable, very creamy, and these are like $1 each. Right there. Just so pretty. And these have kind of a peach ring, you know, those gummy peach rings. That's kind of what these smell like. And then this last one is called Kiss, and Kiss is just a beautiful, bright red. Oh, so stunning. Like running out of hand space. I'm going to put this one right here. You can see that? It's just your beautiful, gorgeous, classic red. This one has like a little bit of an kind of a burnt orange undertone to it. So pretty. All right, now for eyeshadow palettes. And I pulled out a decent amount. The first one that I pull out is from Juvia's Place. This is the Sweet Pinks by Juvia's, and this is a 6-pan palette. All of these shades are, you know, shades of pink. This one is more of a purple tone. Then you have a soft muted pink here and more of a bright baby pink here. And then 3 shimmers. This is something that you can pull out for just a really quick kind of romantic look. Beautiful in the springtime. I love the shimmer right here. One thing about Juvia's Place is I have found that their purples are a little bit harder to work with, but the one in this palette, this one is beautiful. I didn't have any issues with this one at all. Then I pulled out from the Hello Kitty ColourPop collection, Cherry Sweet, and this was part of their second collection, the tropical one, and this one is the pink palette, as you can see. You have a bright kind of a fuchsia pink here. This is more of a coral peach pink. Another palette you can pull out to put together a really quick romantic look. 2 palettes, actually 3 palettes I pulled out if you're wanting to do more of a red, fiery, spicy look. This one is Profusion. This is the Rubies palette. This one is really, really pretty. There are 10 shades in here. I think I paid $5 for this palette. One of the things that I love about this palette is that the reds, there are 2 in here, especially this one. These are true reds. A lot of times when you're using a palette that has red shades in it, the reds are not true reds and they kind of pull more pink. These are true rich reds. There's no pink undertone to them. Rich, just fiery, spicy red tones. I love the shimmers in here. You can also go from like a more of a purple look too as well if you wanted to do that, you know, instead of a red look. But this is a beautiful palette. It has some nice options in here. Then we have the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop Palette Cherry on top. This one is the red themed palette. I love the different tones of red in here. You have this really bright red here and then this cherry red here. The reds in here are also pretty true to red. They're pretty deep, rich reds, especially this shade. It doesn't really pull pink. This one does a little bit, but not this one. This one's more of a rich kind of a burgundy red, but the formula in here is just so smooth, so pigmented. I love the shimmers. You can do like a little bit of a touch of pink if you want to. This is another palette. It's a nice option for a romantic look. This one I picked out from Glamlight. This was the red velvet one. I like this one because there's a variety of shades in here that you can put together. If you want to do something more on the purple side, you have that. If you want to do something more on the red side, you can do that. If you want to do something more pink, you got that option there too. I like a palette that gives you, different options for putting together something, more romantic, something, for a date night. And I think this palette has some pretty good options in it. The next palette, this is one of my favorites in my entire collection. It is the Violet Voss Sakura Blossom palette. I grabbed this because of the fact that it was a cherry blossom, Sakura blossom themed palette. If it has Sakura blossoms on it, I get excited. I love Sakura blossoms, and this one is a beautiful palette. You have tones of pink in here, but you also have some like neutral kind of chocolate browns over here that you can do as well. This one is perfect for that just beautiful romantic pink look. It's perfect to pull out during the springtime. Whenever I want to do just a simple kind of a pink soft look, this is a palette that I to grab for immediately. It is just absolutely beautiful. I don't think it's available anymore. I'm not sure. I tried to only pull things that were still in stock, but it's a palette that I love and a palette that I like to use, for a particular reason. Then, I do want to talk about it, but this is just one of my favorite palettes in my entire collection. This one is from Alamar Cosmetics. It is the Spanglish palette, and I love the fact that you have these beautiful iridescent purples in here, so you can put together a really just deep, rich, sparkly, romantic look. There's purple here. There's also some neutral tones in here, so you can also put together a neutral look. This is one of the palettes I would grab for, mainly for this purple right here, for like just a really pretty, vibrant look. Another beautiful palette. I have one more larger palette and then 3 minis, and we will be done with this video. This next one is from Tarte. This is the Tartelette Amazonian palette. I think this one is the Juicy palette. This is the Juicy palette, not Amazonian. This is the Juicy palette. This one smells like sugar cookies. Oh my God. I love this particular palette. It gets kind of mixed reviews. Like, there's nothing revolutionary about this color story. You don't look at this and go, wow, that is the most amazing color story I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it's pretty basic, but the tones are so soft and so pretty. This is another palette that I like to grab for whenever I'm just wanting to do like a soft pink look. And then you have your neutrals, this little pop of gold right there, and that shimmer. You can do a number of romantic looks with this palette. You can go with, like I said, something soft. You can go like really, really deep and smoky. I really love this palette. This is one of my favorites. I think it's beautiful. The last 3, these were part of that ColourPop Valentine's Day collection from last year. This one is called Smack. This is more of the red themed palette. The deep rich red, brick red here, and then these other tones here. It's a very pretty, soft, well, not soft, more vibrant, more pigmented, bold palette. These 2 are more on the pink side. This one is 143. I think that's what that says. And then this one is Too Hot. I will say I like Too Hot a little bit more than 143, mainly because 143 has this pressed glitter in here. I think that we could have done without that. But this one is more of a vibrant, kind of a fuchsia hot pink, and then this one is more of a muted pink. You have a deep, rich, bright, it's more of like a burgundy red pink in the shade here. Both of these palettes are really pretty. When I first got this collection last year, I loved putting together looks with all of these palettes. I kept all 4 of them in my eyeshadow palette declutter because I absolutely love them. That is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it inspired you to kind of go through your collection and see what palettes and blushes and lip products you have that you can pull out to put together anywhere from a soft to a more bold, deep, rich, dramatic, romantic look. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider joining my little family, hitting subscribe, and make sure to tap the notification bell so you get notified of any videos coming up in the future. And don't forget to follow me on my other socials. I am on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, and all the links will be listed in the description box below. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.